What's going on, everybody? It is a fine October day. It's a Monday, believe it or not. And this is the trail. It's a pretty popular trail in Utah. I normally do it 2 or 3 times by now, but I hadn't done it at all. And here we are, flipping October. Look at those leaves, man. That is just bright red. I don't know if that's coming through the screen that well, but look at this stuff. Still got some greens, yellows, reds. It's just on fire right now. Absolutely on fire. But yeah, I hadn't been up here this year. Just all the stuff going on in my life. A lot of personal stuff going down. Oh boy. Riding a 300 XCW, there's a high probability. This is a 22 300 XCW. It's got a custom graphics package on it. High probability this will be a sweepstakes bike in December of this year, December 22. This bike has been neglected, guys, with the other bikes I've had and the way my winter, spring, summer, and now fall has gone. This bike barely has any hours on it. It's only got like 5 hours. Like literally, it should have had 5 hours. I mean, normally this bike at this time of year, even with all the other bikes I've been riding, normally this particular one would have 50. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but I typically am riding a lot of different bikes. So I've had this year, I've ridden a Gas, 2 Hondas, a KTM 250XC, a Sherco. What am I missing? Plus this one. So I've had like 7 different bikes that I've split time on. And so it's tough to get a lot of hours on any one bike if you're splitting time on, 6 or 7. But then this one has just gotten neglected more than all the others. And it's unfortunate. This is typically what I would have done, more hard enduro, soft enduro stuff. And this has not been a year for that. Oh my gosh, I was in second and shifted my weight just a touch. I wasn't even trying to shift down, but I just shifted my weight just a touch and accidentally clicked into neutral, and I about fell off that freaking hill. Because then my weight went way forward, I was off balance. That was close. Lost the forward drive and about lost myself down off the hill. It was only just by shifting my weight just a little bit and cranking the bars over that kept me from not launching down off the right hand side there. But yeah, it's been a transition year for me for sure. It's been hard. Hardest calendar year of my life. Anyway, I was saying, it's certainly been the hardest calendar year of my 41 years of life. To get from last October at this time to this October. And I will say that, oh guys, maybe an e-biker. It's just me. I don't know if he was saying piece, or there's two more. But one thing I will say is that even though I haven't ridden as much as I wanted to in the past calendar year, these bikes have been the sport. The emotions are coming. Oh, Kyle, hold it together. I gotta get out of my head. Let's get out of my own head. Let's click up. Let's not break down. It's been a minute since I had a breakdown. It's been months since I had a breakdown on the bike. Let's see if I can avoid it. Let's talk about something else. Interestingly enough, the forks on the XCWs, this is the Explorer 48 fork, they're pretty much the softest forks that come on any of these, off-road bikes. Honda doesn't make anything this soft. Kawasaki, Yamaha don't make anything this soft. Obviously the Husky TX line, the Husky TE line is basically the same valving, and I would say the same thing goes for the Gas EC line. See that peak over there? That one? That's where we're going, man. It's pretty incredible. Let's stop right here. Snap the pic. You look at that peak. Obviously, we got a cutout on this side hill. You can probably see it's hard with these wide angle lenses on these point of view cameras. It shoots out so wide, but like that is super steep, super rugged. It doesn't really look like it's even possible to do. But there's a bunch of switchbacks up there, and you just switch back up the sucker, and it's fun. It's fun to be down at the base of it and just go, man, and just hammer it and not stop till you get to the top. Something I was gonna say a few minutes ago, but then I decided to stop the camera, is I just wanted to talk for a second about the forks on this XCW. So they're the Explorer 48 forks, softest valving that I have seen on any of these racing enduro off-road bikes. Great valving. I really enjoy it for this type of stuff. It can be a little soft out in the desert in the higher speeds, but for the third gear and down, first gear, second gear, third gear, especially if you've got some rocky stuff, it's really freaking great. But I have been trying some WP cone valve forks. I've had some on loan from Moto Experts, suspension and motor shop here in Utah, on my 250XC. And it's got some off-road valving in there. Kevin hooked me up with some sweet valving, and at first, I wasn't super blown away. And part of the reason is if something's gonna freaking cost as much as that package does, I just want to be blown away. And at first, I wasn't blown away. I didn't ride it back to back with stock set, the stock air fork, and then just go directly out and try it with the cone valve and you can't just get cone valve with Supercross setup. It's got to be, if you're not going to be riding Supercross or whatever, or motocross, you can't just you know, it's got to be valved for the discipline that you're doing. But it's freaking good, and the more I've ridden it and used it, the more I've been like, huh, that's freaking good. And even today, getting on this bike, because the last time I rode an enduro bike, I was on, well, I've been riding my electric motion bike a little bit. That's such a different animal. But the last time I was out on one of these bigger bikes, the gas bikes, it was my 250XE a couple weeks ago. And on that cone valve fork, and I was like, dang, this is good, you know? And I'm not sure, but it feels like it's plusher, more plush than this, which I didn't really think was the case, but now I'm kind of thinking that it is. But it's not just like a soft. It's like a good kind of soft, not like a soft mushy. That's what some people, especially if they're a little bit heavier than me. I'm now 170 pounds plus my gear. By the way, I had a goal this year. I've been doing more weight training. I had a goal this year. Oh, we got a helicopter or a plane. I was like, what? Oh, it's a helicopter, life flight. It's like, I'm hearing something. I thought, is there a bike rolling up on me that fast? No, there wasn't. It's just life flight going right over me. Man, what was I saying? I don't even remember. That got me so far out of my head. It's funny. Anyway, just something about how the cone valves, I was saying I set a goal to gain 10 pounds of muscle this year. And I've achieved that. And the year's not over, so I'm going to keep going with that. Anyway, if you're heavier than me, if you're like 190 before your gear, these forks on these, you know, the stock XEWs, they can start to feel a little soft, I think, and a little mushy, even, for some people. And a lot of people don't like that. But the cone valve, it doesn't feel that way. It's got more hold up, more bottoming resistance. Just a more, I don't know, consistent feel, clear throughout the stroke is probably the best way to characterize it.